Down my pecan tree lined lane, through that old squeaky gate here at Down on the Farm Radio headquarters. Walk up the sidewalk, onto the front porch, down the hallway, and into the kitchen. We'll sit at Granny Marble's kitchen table, and we'll talk about the things that are affecting agriculture. We appreciate you listening to us this Wednesday, the 8th day of September, 2021, on one of these 14 affiliate stations. And I'm the host of Down on the Farm. My name's Larry Marble. Neighbor, let's take a look at ag weather, courtesy of the good folks at the National Weather Service office in San Angelo. I know most each and every one of you have been outside already, so you know we're going to have a fairly warm day. 97 in Abilene. Chances of thunderstorms and showers start as we move south. We'll call it 96 in San Angelo with a scattered shower, 95 in Ozona and Sonora, another scattered shower, and 96 in a scattered shower in Junction. As we look toward what risks we might inherit with those showers, of course, strong gusty winds, maybe some small hail, and some lightning. Neighbor, let's move on a little further west into the National Weather Service area that handles Austin and San Antonio. We're talking about a 93 in Rock Springs, a 99 in Uvalde with a scattered shower, 94 in Fredericksburg, also a scattered shower. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy in places like Carrizo Springs with 98, Cuero with 98. We'll call Giddings, Gonzales, and Georgetown mostly sunny, 98. As we look toward Thursday, mostly sunny with a little haze, lows 68 to 73. Highs 94 to 101. Neighbor, let's take a look at those commodities of ag interest as we move toward this noon hour. Remembering that each time we do a commodity report, the prices that you hear are delayed, so don't make a trade. Let's take a look at your corn. December corn, 508 and a half. It's down 2 1/4. November beans down 3 1/2 at 1273 and a half. Deese bean meal 336.60 by the ton, down 120. Your December Kansas City hard red winter wheat contract is down 12 1/2 at 705 even money. December number 2 cotton up 16 at 94.21. October live cattle up a nickel now, up 25 at 123.77. Pardon me, that was up 2 1/2 at 123.80. October feeder cattle down 52 at 159.47. October lean hogs up 12 1/2 at 88.25. September U.S. dollar index up 266 points at 92.78. December gold's down 4 at $1,794.50 by the ounce. And your October West Texas Intermediate crude's up 80 at 69.15. Neighbor, there's your commodities of ag interest. Neighbor, it's about time for a report from Texas Farm Bureau. So while I pour the iced tea, I need to tell you that the Farm Bureau products that we air are brought to you by your local Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to find an insurance agent who's a true neighbor. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Sheep Field Days are set for September 9th and September 16th at 3 Texas locations. I'm Tom Nicoletti with Focus on Agriculture on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network. The first event will be the Genetic Advancement of Wool Sheep Field Day on September 9th at the HF4 Ranch in Sonora. The second event will be at the Genetic Advancement of Hair Sheep Field Day on September 16th. That'll start at the 30 County Road 226 in Priddy before continuing to the Hamilton Sheep Station in Hamilton. To talk more about these two field days, we have Jake Thorne on the line from San Angelo. He is with the Texas Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service. He's a sheep and goat program specialist. And Jake, talk about that first one that'll be happening there in Sonora.
Both field days, actually. We'll be visiting with producers about the various genetic technologies that are emerging and becoming available so that growers can measure those hard-to-measure traits such as reproduction, health, and adaptability to the environment, and growth, which are all traits that really impact the bottom line of sheep operations.
There will be a number of other field day topics that you'll discuss. What are those?
Yeah, so at the field day on September 9th will be specifically for wool sheep producers, and so we'll be covering lots of technology that goes into the analysis of wool inflammation as well. And then also really covering topics that are specific to wool sheep producers in the region here in the Edwards Plateau. On September 16th, that field day will be focused more towards hair sheep production in Central Texas, which is really increasing in popularity. There's been a tremendous number of markets open that are desiring that hair sheep lamb.
That is Jake Thorne, a Texas A&M AgriLife Extension sheep and goat program specialist.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, health, and life insurance since 1952. With more than 260,000 square miles of land and 27 million people, that's a lot to cover. Whether you're wrangling cattle or wrangling kids, we're proud to protect Texans in all Texan ways of life.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to get insurance for Texans by Texans. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
I'm Tom Nicoletti, and this is the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network.
Neighbor, there's Hop Sing getting ready to ladle that jalapeno gravy all over a chicken fried steak for you. He's got mashed potatoes today. He's got a cold cucumber salad. He's got Nanny's yeast rolls. I'll pour you another glass of iced tea while we talk to Benny Cox about the sheep and goat sale in Angelo. Benny, how'd it go?
We got along pretty good, Larry. We're a little light, on the numbers. We had 40.68 when it was all said and done. Compared to last week, these wool feeder lambs, I'd say they were kind of $4 to $6 lower on those bigger ones anyway. Those lightweights that go into the ethnic kill deal, we had some bring up $3. You wouldn't say they were really any lower. Looking at those hair sheep type, most of them going to slaughter, they were $10 to $15 higher. With some of the lighter weights, I'd say there's as much as $25 higher on the slaughter. Now, them lightweights, I'm talking about those 45 to 55 pounders. The slaughter ewes, they sold from 10 to 20 higher. Kid goats from 15 to 25 higher. On your slaughter nannies, they sold from 170 to 220, but mostly 185 to 210. Mature billies from 180 to 224. The range on your wool feeder lamb types were $268 all the way up to $3. And like I say, that was on some of those really light lambs that went to the ethnic kill deal. From a feeder standpoint, they'd be back down there in that, in that 270 range. On the slaughter lamb, 270 to 350 for the heavier weights, and 210 all the way up to 278. On the slaughter ewes, 90 to 140, but mostly 95 to 125. Kid goats sold from 260 to 350, but mostly 295 to 320.
How is the cow sale and the regular cattle sale shaping up for Thursday?
Oh, we're catching we've got some cows already, more pairs than we had talked about. There's supposed to be 20 first calf black and black baldy pairs, then 20 head of young, good aged bred cows. There's about 8 pairs on those, and then 20-something cows to PX. Then we've got another deal with 23 pairs, and I think about 13 dries on those that'll be PX. So we're going to have some pairs to show people. We've got 4 Charolais bulls. We've got 1 Hereford bull that I know of that'll be trick and fertility tested and ready to go to work. We're going to have a few to show people. I really hadn't had many call-ins, but we've gathered some up for sure. Yeah.
Good. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
They can call me on my mobile. It's 325-234-4277. The office is the same area code, 653-3371. Or they can always look at the web, which is producersandcargyle.com.
We're on the line with Stephen from D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Stephen, I need to weigh a bunch of pigs, and I understand that you've got some deals going on hog scales.
Yes, sir, we sure do, Larry. We're having a fire sale on 58 SX hog scales from W.W. Paul. They are going to come with the beam and poise and 2 bifold doors. Really easy to work. They're running $1,750 right now, Larry.
That's a great deal. Tell us the brand again.
They're made by W.W. Paul.
Tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340, extension 161.
We've been with Stephen from D&D. Go to ddtexasoutfitters.com for more information. Neighbor, it looks to me like the cowboy crew has finished eating, so let's send them to Caldwell to help Carl Herman put on today's sale. Carl, put them to work. Be sure they're back by midnight so I can work them tomorrow. Tell us how that sale's looking.
I think we'll have somewhere around 900 or so like we did last week. The calves are going to be good. There's a lot of strings of calves coming from good producers. Not as many cows as last week, I don't think, unless something sneaks up on me. But anyway, the market's good, and we'll have a lot of good calves.
Well, tell everybody what time you start and how to get a hold of you.
All right, 1 o'clock Wednesday. My number is 979-820-5349. Call the barn, 567-4119. For the Giddings and surrounding area, call Max Evler, 540-8676.
We'll talk with you after the sale. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
Neighbor, it's about time to head back to the field. Going to be about 96, 97 today, so be sure to grab yourself a bottle of water out of that number 2 wash tub there by the screen door on your way out. And get on back here this afternoon for a hot kolach about 3:45. Milo through Corpus in September, 10.28. Yellow corn through Corpus in September, 5.90 3/4. Wheat through Houston in September, 7.97 1/2. And Houston beans, September-October delivery, 12.47. Neighbor, we moved 213 bale of Texas cotton statewide. All of that was from East Texas and Oklahoma. Low price, low quality, $91.91. High price, higher quality, $93.76. And we are a high-quality farm and ranch news program. In fact, we're the best darn farm show in 100,000 square miles of the great state of Texas. No brag, just fact. Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. We need you back here about 3:45, so I'll pour the iced tea about the time I see you turn off the blacktop. Kolach will be ready about then.